Sometimes we have numbers as Zard.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
We have an emote for it.
Yeah, let me get some Ho3K Vomazards in the chat, guys.
No.
If you can afforded it.
I feel like whoever wins this is probably going to win the tournament.
I'm not so sure about that. We do have some killers still in the losers bracket side of things, but right now...
Oh my god, why do you go for that? I can't believe he went for that.
I never understand how numbers recovers. It's like, I sometimes pick up Wii Fit and I'm like, I'm going to play Wii Fit like John Numbers. And then I immediately get spiked like 4 times. His evasion off stage is probably the best in the world.
Imagine if he used Bail and played a ledge game.
I can't because I have a soul that I need to remain intact. That would crush me.
It's like a
Look
tiny
at that!
See, he just knows. He has so much situational awareness.
And that's still... Oh, wow. Yeah, so in this matchup also, Dill basically has 4 moves that he uses. They are Shadow Ball, Down Tilt, Reflect, and Grab. And sometimes I see him do forward air. You see him forward air neutral, though? Do you actually see him forward air neutral?
No, he just waits
just
until
does
he
it off
lands a
stage.
down tilt, and then he does forward air.
That, I know, but that's not... I'm talking about
playing
in
Diddy
neutral, he has 4 moves that he uses, and it's those 4 moves.
The fact that you can't shield side B makes it such an appealing move to do at close range.
Oh, yeah. But at the same time, Numbers is pretty good at avoiding it. Yeah, this matchup in general is one of the more slower-paced ones. As we're down to 2 minutes. Neither of these players have taken a stock. Timeouts are always a factor between these two because of how both of them are not going to overextend.
Yeah, I mean, you have John Numbers, whose character can only play Campy, and then Dill, who's just a Campy player by nature.
It's in his blood. He can't help it. Okay, there we have that forward air, catching John Numbers going into the air. Well,
Such good spacing by John with that recovery. He avoided both forward airs.
And a down air, I think. Oh, that side B off stage. Numbers wasn't ready for that one. As right now... Ooh. Yeah, it can also be... One of the things about Michu side B is that because the reflect box stays out for so long, it can be really hard for Wii Fit to, like, for instance, if he's at, like, mid-range and he reads a side B, it can still be really hard for him to punish it. You know, because, like, if he throws again the side B, oh, wow. Actually, Dill catching him. You know, we talk about John Numbers' ledge game being so good, but right there comes in clutch. Dill managing to get the stock. Numbers at a disadvantage here. Let's see if he's able to even this up really quickly. Otherwise, he might be running into some trouble.
I think Dill's really starting to read John's run up to shield. So every time he does it, he gets a grab or something else.
Okay, a little more damage from that Sun Salutation. Nothing too crazy, but, you know, Numbers needs, like, as soon as Numbers gets him to, like, up throw %, it becomes a whole lot easier for him. He's not quite there yet. He has to go for the forward throw for just some stage positioning. Oh my god. Trying to chase him down. Wow. Okay, right now, you see just how these players are picking their moves very carefully. Forward throw is still going to be the option. He does not want to stale that up throw.
Will the next one kill?
Neutral air will actually take it instead. Working out for John Numbers right there. He has deep breathing and a Sun Salutation, only taking 27%. I will say one thing. There was an issue where I feel like the 2 players in particular were John Numbers and Sinji, where if you took the first stock from them, they were done. They would crumble. They couldn't really figure out what to do after that. But lately, the 2 of them have gotten so good at, like, they lose the first stock and they're like, okay, I just gotta not get hit again until I kill them. And they're very effective at doing that.
Yeah, it really shows, you know, how much hard work pays off. But it's not looking good for John Numeros right now.
Yeah, 119%. F-tilt almost doing the deed. He's trapped in the corner here.
Yep.
And the forward air going to find it.
John Numbers not looking too happy.
It's the John Numbers classic. Let me touch my face and then start stroking my hair. Numbers, please. It's every time.
And if not that, he talks to the person behind him.
Yeah, he does do that too, doesn't he?
Yeah, that was so smart there, getting the just the coverage in order to get that nair. John, this is the thing is that once Dill found his momentum back, he got back to the pace of the match. Like, that's the thing is that a lot of this matchup in particular is about pace. It's sort of this very slow, methodical heartbeat where, you know, they're trying to find their opening and they don't want to, you know, just get too overzealous. For instance, like, if you're John Numbers, doing something as, like, simple as, like, taking to the air a little bit too early might mean that he eats, like, a forward air into huge combo. So he has to be so careful about when he chooses his openings. And at the same time, you know, like, look at just how much damage Numbers has gotten. Yeesh. Dill has to be just as wary about messing up. Again,
That's
catching
like the fourth nair he's hit.
He keeps faking out this trump. Question, does Wii Fit Trainer trump back air work? Is that a true combo?
I'm not sure.
I never really see Numbers go for
I
it.
think it is, yeah, exactly, because if it was a thing, Numbers would probably do it a lot more.
There it is, the back air out of shield. Dill getting a little bit too overzealous, misspaces the forward air. Numbers is going to capitalize on that. He's now only at 60%, which when you're John Numbers, you're like, yay, I get to do it. I get to play the way I want.
Nope.
He's alive.
All right,
Yes,
never
me
mind,
too.
never mind.
That was, I'm going to call that good spacing on John to make sure you got hit by the sour spot. What? Are you gonna try and
Maybe
contest
he just
me?
got lucky.
I think he just got lucky.
I'm just gonna I like to live in a world where like Dill trying to take a number out of Freelance or Leo's book. Just goes for the raw disable there.
Nice punish by Numeros. Oh my god.
What's a
He went
machine
for the third
gun?
one. All right, the second one, okay. The third one, why?
That's not gonna kill.
No. Without any rage on... Wow, without
That
any
almost
rage
killed.
on him, okay, wow. Follows him all the way up there.
Look at Numbers' face.
Numbers is not having
He's
it.
so upset about that.
Yeah. I mean, he still has the lead, but at the same time, he had such a huge lead earlier on, and Dill just kind of played very smart. And honestly, losing a lead feels worse than playing from behind.
Yeah, especially when you're just being pressured so hard to the point where you don't know what to do. And then, you know, your stock is just gone.
Wow, Numbers just going up and shielding in his face. It works out as right now he, okay, but finally getting a power shield on that back air. Very crucial as Dill manages to get some stage control and some big damage.
No jump.
He's not. He's dead. This man is dead.
You already know Numbers planned that.
Oh, man. Numbers didn't react to that for like 5 seconds.
Yeah, he like held it back and then he smiled.
He has a shit-eating grin on his face.
He's like, ah, yes, I could have lost, but then I footstooled him.
That was on purpose. That was an on-purpose footstool. That looked purposeful. Like, looking back on it, like, that was some really clever stuff, actually.
All right, so game 3, I think, what, that's like the 4th set in a row that we get a game 3?
Yeah, unfortunately.
No, that's a good thing.
I'm tired,
We have
bro.
some good
Don't
sets
talk
right
to
now.
me.
Devin would be proud.
Okay, yeah, right now, oh, nice sun salutation. We have Numbers down a little bit here. Nothing too insane, but at the same time, okay.
Why does he keep getting the sour hit? It looks like he should get
Because John
spiked when he
Numbers
does
is
it.
spacing properly. He's
don't
making
know. I think
sure
it's
to
getting
get hit by the sour spot at worst. It's an option select.
Wow. Back air into tech chase grab.
All right, dead even right now. Only about 8% separating these two, and considering that John Numbers will probably heal another 30% before the game is done, I'm going to say John actually has the lead.
Now, I don't know if you saw that picture, but John Numbers on the stream, Wii U, has healed, what, 32,000% or something?
26,000%.
Yeah.
More than the next person.
That's incredible.
Oh, wow, that grab just completely missed. Wii Fit's grab boxes are actually...
Wow.
Yeah,
Just
compared
like
to Mewtwo's, look at that.
Numbers looking a little upset.
Okay, tries to get the nair that time, but Dill got caught by that a bunch, but we see that adaptation at play, goes for that early nair to beat out John Numbers.
Yeah, and it's so important now because now it could have killed, as opposed to before, you know, when it was just damage. So now he's still keeping his stock, you know, adding on some damage.
Yeah, he's going to be doing a forward throw here, just reset the advantage. Numbers getting that. Honestly, deep breathing is crucial right here. Up throw absolutely will mean the stock if he can get it. Yeah, Numbers is looking for it. One of the things about Mewtwo's Reflector...
I love when Numbers does that. He just shoots it.
One of the things about Mewtwo's Reflector is that it comes out a little bit slower, so it's kind of hard for...
He lived at 170% for Wii Fit.
I think if Numbers pummeled just a little bit more, that would have done it, but he was confident that was going to kill. Very unfortunate there. He's trying to play evasive here. Doesn't want to get hit by anything. The next, I don't even know if the next up throw will do it. And probably.
It has to. I really hope it does.
Sour spot down there. That was some meteor stuff.
Good match by Dill.
Right, Numbers playing invasive right now, but he gets caught on that roll. Off stage, he hasn't managed to get a single hit on Dill yet. As this percent gap gets wider and wider.
Numbers just struggling to get a hit in.
Yeah, like honestly, like the way that Dill is playing right now is just showcasing how hard this matchup is for Wii Fit. The way he's playing the neutral, it feels like, you know, John knows he has to approach, and he's throwing out those options that make the approach so difficult. Here he is on ledge. We do have 2 minutes on the clock, so Numbers isn't worried about being timed out at the moment yet.
You know, besides these two hits, like when they didn't happen, there was like a good 30 or 35 seconds of no one getting hit. So not only is Dill playing, you know, really hard to hit, so is Numbers.
Wow,
that went through the Shadow Ball?
The spacing right now from both of these players, yeah, you can tell that in their mind they're trying to not get hit more than anything else.
All right, Numbers can die to a grab, I think.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Numbers has to be so careful of that, and an up air to do it as well.
Oh no, Numbers is not happy.
You saw the murder eyes. Ah! Let's see that again.
Poor Numbers.
Just look at Numbers' eyes as he runs into the camera.
Oh my god.
Oh jeez. That's like the last thing you see in like a horror survival video game. It's just like you open the wrong door and Numbers comes at you like that.
That's a jump scare.
I love how he was scratching his face because he thought he was alive, but then he realized he was dead, and you see his face just instantly change.
Last time, I'm sorry. I got it. Oh.
He died to a tail.
That fist bump also. That was like